Welcome aboard to the Criminals Hall of Fame in Niagara Falls, Canada. All people shown on this are presumed innocent unless they've been convicted, and even then they may still be innocent, but whatever. This is the Night Stalker here. I forget what his name is, but here's a good picture of him. Note how he's all dressed up in his darkies to do his evil deeds at darky, supposedly. One of the terrible Tuohys here in prison, here having a bad day. Bruno Hauptmann here with the Lindbergh baby. He was hanged for the Lindbergh baby. Said he was innocent till his dying day. A basement, I forget who this guy is, but some kind of cannibal, whatever. Some British guy that was a cannibal. The real Butch Cassidy here, and the Sundance Kid, two Mormon boys that just kind of on the wrong side of the law or whatever. Lizzie Borden here, so I won't say a word about that terrible poem, because you've all heard it. John Gotti here, mob boss, mafia boss. Lucky Luciano here, an Italian, a Sicilian, whatever, who supposedly did work for some work for the U.S. government, so that's why he was tolerated. I believe this is Jeffrey Dahmer's refrigerator here. I'm really pretty sure of it. Another Mafia-style gang-slaying man killed while he's in the barber chair. Some of the newer figures there at the museum here. Tim McVeigh in his orange suit here on his way to the lethal injection chamber. Ted Bundy here. This, the Gainesville or the Florida murderer, whatever. Close up here of a hanging here. This is at the Wax Museum. They have a lot of these showing capital punishment type things. Gary Gilmore here, who chose to be executed by firing squad. Another close up here of Ted Bundy here doing some stalking. Machine Gun Kelly here operating his, there's his machine gun operating his still during the Prohibition era. The famous Bonnie and, or that's Bonnie and Clyde here. The Barrow Gang. Bugsy Siegel here, racketeer, founder of the Las Vegas gambling industry, supposedly. This sort of looks like might be Pretty Boy Floyd, but I'm not sure. Not sure who this guy is either, but if I find out later, I'll put it on for sure. Bye. Once again, the Night Stalker. I believe that guy's name is Salvatore or something like that. Not in California or Boston. I can't remember. Jeffrey Dahmer, toward the end of his career, where he's really gone to seed here. His clock up there. Another close-up of Tim McVeigh on his way to the lethal injection chamber. Shot here of John Dillinger. This is an older one. This is the older style wax meat figures. There's a lot of newer ones, better sculpted, whatever. Abraham Lincoln, and we know who that is. Eyeing him over. Billy the Kid here, Bucktooth Billy the Kid. It's a pretty good figure of him here. Wild West legend. Jesse James here. John Wesley Hardin. Another Wild West figure. David Berkowitz, the Son of Sam killer here. Here he is stalking up on Lover's Lane with his pistol. Here we have another execution thing here, explanation about the gas chamber. You can pause this if you want. You can read this. This scene here is like some cannibals, type criminals. Another, and another. Have a glass of wine. Now that looks like one of them Michael Myers things. That's definitely a Freddy Krueger thing. And that's a John Wayne Gacy face. And they say make sure which way the angles are pointing on a clown, whether it some clowns are meant to be evil, and some clowns, when they have sharp angles, it's meant to be, I mean, some clowns are meant to be funny, but with the round and they said the angular are the evil kind, supposedly. Alfonso Capone, when in his younger years, as like an enforcer, hitman, assassin for the mob. Charles Manson said when one of the Beach Boys stole a couple of his songs, that was enough to push him over the edge. He was already there pretty much. Anyways, maybe. Once again, when a clown is not funny. John Wayne Gacy. Here's the, talks about, this is in front of the museum, just to like show you who's in there. The mysterious Jack the Ripper, because nobody really knows who he was. There's his article of trade. Shows some of the details. Alfonso Capone. It shows some of the detail, the work goes into these wax figures. Here's some more criminals, but they're not at the Criminal Hall of Fame. This is Saddam Hussein here. He's in Tousadd. Another Tousadd, Adolf Hitler there, with the kind of his ears are jetting out there. An earlier Adolf Hitler. Toussadd's version of Charles Manson here. A real close-up detail here of Saddam here. This is really pretty good. Real good close-up here of Adolf here. This is so real of Manson that it almost hypnotizes you. Hannibal Lecter here. Here we have the Lizzie Borden story again. I gave you a picture there. There's the actual story of it. And there's the famous axe. Here's Joe Valachi, the big mob informer that broke a couple of those gangs where he, just told how everything happened. He's in the Criminals Hall of Fame here. Dahmer's favorite topping. Even this is how detailed this place is. And so a guy can't even get a haircut anymore without something happening to him reading the paper. Good old Joe Valachi again here, author of the Valachi Papers. Here's the Birdman of Alcatraz here with his birds, famous birds. There you go. Birdman of Alcatraz. I'll put this on pause if you want and read it. Ted Bundy, who was at one time worked as a crisis counselor on telephones. Whew. Close-up shot here of Bonnie Parker. I believe this is Dutch Schultz here. Restaurant. Ran Murder Incorporated. At least that's what it says up there. Good close-up here of Dahmer with his Tabasco sauce. Or is that, wait a minute, that's not, is that blood?